And I didn't know he was like that then. I wouldn't, because I don't even say good morning. I gotta work.
To fellowship after church. Let's just, I know you're eating, but just close your eyes, just take a deep breath as we surround this place with this divine, feminine, loving energy. And we allow the Spirit of God to move us. We bless this session, knowing that it will enlighten, that it will heal, and that it will open us up, as we heard in our spiritual message today, to truly tap into who we are. So I give thanks to Rev Ruth. I give thanks to our Sonia, practitioner Sonia, and then I give thanks to Beverly for what she's done. And I give thanks for all of you, those that are on their way. We just bless it, we call it good, and we allow the Spirit to do the works. It is so, and together we affirm.
And so it is.
So thank you, Rev Ruth. And this is a free-flowing type of situation. Because it's not just about what we're bringing to you, it's about what you're bringing to us, to each other. We're bringing something to all of each other. My name is Sonia Jackson. I got licensed as a practitioner in 1996, and then I released my license after 18 years because I was focusing on other things, actually my acting career. So,
Wish you were good at that.
and so I'm doing a show this week on Thursday night. It's called Conversations About the Girls. These are the girls, of course. And one of the things that I do with the show is to create a Q&A afterwards, after doing the show. The show is about everything that happens with the dress, the fun stuff, the not so fun stuff. And Marcella asked me to talk, since we didn't have anything specific that we were going to be doing for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, that maybe we could create a talk around that. And so Rev Ruth and I came up with just an idea of let's talk about our bodies. Let's talk about what we think, what we know to be the truth, and what we're looking for. So that's a little about me, Rev Ruth. I know they know you, but give yourself another introduction.
Ladies, practitioner Sonia came up with this idea. I have to follow to her because she is the one. But so what I'm going to talk about is the fact that we're not really familiar with ourselves, and so we pray that we can't get our feelings because we don't know what we're praying for. So this wonderful pastor over here did a sermon, and I heard him say something happens when you pray. And so as I was preparing for this workshop today, I began to listen to Ernest Holmes. Ernest Holmes talked about the mental body and the human body and the spiritual body. And how we sometimes do feel because we start with the outside human and we forget to go within and work with the consequences of the mental so the spirit can work through us and do the work. So then I took time to listen to Louise Hay. And as any of you are familiar with Louise Hay, she wrote a book about who their life is in the body. And what she talked about is when she began to understand her body and realize who she was able to be cured of cancer without any treatment. But she had to go deep and remember who she was from the inside out. But all of it is inside. So then I went to Rev Ruth and take chakra classes. And the reason I got into it was because when I grew up, I was very awkward. I was very shy. I thought I had the worst body in the world. I didn't think I was attractive. And I had all these things happen. And but what happens is God is always talking to you. You always got to listen. God is always talking to you. So I would get people who would say, come up here and do a talk. And I'd be like, I don't want me to go up there. Because I was going by my physical, not realizing what I had going on in the mental. So today, Sonia and I are gonna do a presentation, both of us unique in our own way. But what we're gonna do is give you interest in understanding that you're more than just what you're looking at. You are so much more. And the opportunities and the greatness of who you are, what you can do with your life. Things that are waiting for you, no matter what your age, no matter what you did in the past, because you only have today. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. And am I gonna start? I'm starting. So we've already started already, but so the first part of it is, what is your body? What do you think your body is? So God gave it to you, I should say. So what do you think it is? What from everything you've learned, just kind of say, what do you think, what is your body? What is it for? What's the purpose of it? Why do you have it? Your body, yeah, this thing.
It houses the spirit, the soul of who we are. It's more like covering a tent.
And,
Made out of flesh.
yeah. Anybody got any other thoughts around it or add additions to that comment? Yeah, we all agree, like,
That's houses are organs.
houses are organs, right? Anything else?
They call it the temple of the living God.
It's a exactly, it's a temple of the living God. And there's no additional right or wrong answers. I'm just looking for whatever you think the body is. One of the things I think the body is, it houses the living temple of the living God. But it also gives me the capability to move around an earth plane. Gives me the capability to hear, to listen, to see. It gives me a capability to communicate. It gives me the capability not only to communicate vocally, but expressions. It gives me all sorts of abilities to do things. I get to do things with this body. I get to run. I get to dance. We're talking about pole dance a little bit. A pole dance might be just as much as this. Because I got a pole and I'm interacting with it. So the body gives us a lot of opportunities to do different things with it. So it's more, it is a lot of what we think about, and it is things that we don't do. So first and foremost, though, it houses the temple of the living God. And the temple of the living God is the source energy from which we get everything. It is the source of it is the creator, it is our source for energy, for love, for peace, for anything that we want. So one of the things that we want to remember, like Rev Ruth was talking about from at the beginning, is that it's an inside job. So as we move into the inside of our job, what we're going to go into is how you feel about your body. How do you feel about your body? Any thoughts? Everybody, just close your eyes for a second. Listen to your body. How do you feel about it? Does gratitude come up? Does peace come up? Does love come up? Just keep your eyes closed. Just give us one or two thoughts. Everybody just have a moment of just saying, what's the first thing that comes to your mind about how you feel about your body? Or how do you feel you want to feel about your body?
I can say that I am grateful that I feel healthy. I'm not limited. Not there.
Anybody else? Frustration? Okay. Anybody else?
Feel grateful that I can move around, grateful that 5 years ago, still breathing, grateful
Thank you, thank you. Hungry, be blessed.
Be blessed, yes. And how does, okay, so now that you've said those things, whatever it is that you said, if it's frustration, because sometimes we wake up in the morning and we have a thought about our body, because wherever we go, we're taking it with us. So we have thoughts about it. So some mornings it's like, oh, this is great. Some mornings it's, okay, let me move my arm and pull the covers off. Now, okay, slide that leg over the side. You know. So some days it's not as easy as others is. So in what you feel about your body or how you feel about it, what is it that, close your eyes for another second, with whatever you said, or where, even if you didn't say it, where you feel, how does that make you feel? How do you feel about being frustrated, being in gratitude? How do you feel about that? Does it, do you feel happy? Do you feel joyful?
Light. You know, kind of a, not quite peaceful, but a calm, slight peace.
Slight peace. Great. Any other comments?
I'm still growing, I'm still learning every day.
Right.
This happens that when you wake up in the morning, if that's the most with your eyes, then you may move towards whatever you're doing. And that opening your eyes and just start. Now, if I'm not really what she, so she's already made a start. She's already going with that. And the first part is everything that I want to know. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get it back to the workshop here. So what I'm gonna do is I want each one of you to take one of these cards and without thinking, just write down the first color. Don't try to figure it out, just whatever color, when I say color, whatever came to your mind right now. Now, you know that in the process of working on our body and finance, I'm glad you're recalling here. Because for some reason, they're trying to figure out what to do. And they think they're going to be, because if you notice, see, God always sees God's things. So I think about 12 years ago, they used to allow you to come out to your breast cancer. Nobody ever thinks about women having breast cancer. But you see, you gotta remember with your female divine feminine and divine male is in all of us. So we have to remember that they have feelings and everything just like we do. And you're not feeling nothing different from what they're doing. They just haven't been allowed to say it. Because women are more verbal. Girl, my hips are strong. But guys, I'm good. So I want you to write down the first color, and then I write your color. And then when I say you write down the body part. Write down the part of the body. You got it? You got it? So let's start with the youngest one in the room.
Oh, okay.
Truly, I'm 16. She looks like she might be. And tell us what your color was and what body part.
So I chose the color chartreuse, probably the lime green board, and then I chose cat.
Okay. So if you're studying in chakras, you got to know chakras. Chakras are done with colors. And our root chakra is red, our root chakra is orange, Our solar plexus is gold. Our heart is green and pink. Our throat is blue. Our third eye is indigo. And our crown chakra is purple, which is the highest color in the universe. But with her coming with green, what I would say is she has to learn to be more open to her heart to all these things that are there. And that's not just guessing. It's kind of like, because you could tell when she said it and what her body action was to it. Look at that body movement. When people are talking to you, it's very, very important. So green is about opening up your heart because you're full of love. You got so much stuff to give. You don't know what to do with it. If you don't allow yourself to receive as much as you can. So when you think about green, think about love. Your meditation will be, I open my heart to all of the love of the universe. So one of the things that we have to remember is when we think about ourselves, you want to write an affirmation to yourself and say it every day. I open my heart to all the love of the universe. So let's go over to Paul. Let's get some other things. What was your color? What was your eye?
Color is purple. Body part of my heart.
And that's a perfect combination. Because if you're showing off more improvement now, it indicates that he is moving his crown chakra. Is he letting it explode? Well, he says it's coming from his heart. So what we're going to tell you is go deeper in your heart and come with more. If you think you do it now, do more. But not for the congregation or for us, for you. Because as you become love and operate out of that crown chakra, then your spirit, you think you're from the high down. You wait till it's not. You see, the thing of it is, we're afraid to try different practices, like she was talking about moving your body and stuff like that. You guys are afraid, many people that they'll say at a certain age, oh, they, or I'm a minister, so I really can't. But the things that you want to do with your root chakra, which is where everything begins to get you to get alignment, is your hips. So that's why we were talking earlier about holding. We were talking about grinding. You know, you see these little girls doing all this running and grinding, they don't even know they're doing the healing things. But if somebody could tell them what movement their hips in the gyration then, they would understand so much more about this than they look at. The men would get the right to look at them the way they look. Because they think like, I don't think so. Not this body. But we're not educated about how to use our minds. That's why even though we have full community like Rev Ruth and Rev Ruth, we got the wildcat like we say, I talk outside of the movie, it's like, you know, stand up, move your arms, put on something wild and crazy, do something that connects you with the ideas that I can do. I would tell them, we have to have who you are. Walk in that room with that power, because that's who you are. So the beginning starts with the root chakra. And then it moves forward. What's your color, Martell? Well, I'm going to ask, touch base on her calf. Her calf. Okay, let's talk about calves. Standing in your power. Those are your support. That is your full support. Standing and walking in who you are. Realize how dynamic you are. When you walk into a room, people can't take their eyes off. Not because of your physical appearance, because you walk like a home. Somebody told me I'm walking like a mom. I said, okay. Whatever you perceive, but I'm going to walk in with power. And I learned that when I started following up myself. I don't know if I look like you want to look, but when I walk in, people think I do. So your support comes from your calves. You're standing in your power. Your legs and your platform. They hold the upper torso, which supports all of your organs.
So, one quick thing. So stand up for a second. Close your eyes. Feel your calves. Feel your calves holding you up. Your legs, your hips. Your hips are right over your legs. Your torso is over that. Your shoulders, your head. There is strength. Feel that strength coming up from Mother Earth, from all the way up, the energy all the way up to the top of your head and into the cosmos, connecting you with the entire universe. That is the strength that is coursing through your being. That is the power that you get to draw on. That is who you are. That's what she's talking about. That's what's walking into the room. So when you walk into the room and somebody looks at you, just kind of in the back of your head, I want you to smile. Yeah, that's me.
Right? I remember we're always connected. So, stand in your power. So let's go with this beautiful young lady. What's your color?
My color was rose lavender. My leg is my body color.
Okay, so same thing. But remember this, rose lavender is nothing but root chakra and crown chakra. They are connected. When the root is straight, the head is straight. What is it about? It's about the things that I mentioned earlier. You don't feel good about yourself. You don't feel successful. Or because you think that you're not going to do this, because hereditarily, you're coming from the root. So my grandmother had it and my auntie had it, I'm going to get it. The root chakra is the whole total history of every part that's ever been on the universe. It started way back before there was a real universe when they thought the world was flat. So all that history is in your body. How do you want to use it? How do you want to understand it? And what we don't do is we don't talk about it enough, because we don't have enough time today to talk about the root chakra. Normally, when I teach the class, we do 12 weeks. Because the history of digging, that's like digging out in the dirt, it's like pulling everything out. Because even today, there are things that people don't do because when they were a kid or they saw somebody in their family historically, they don't do it. People don't have good sexual relationships because they were raped when they were kids. They're 40, 50, 70 years old, they still know what the experience of having sex is. They don't know what it is. People don't know what real love is. They have somebody touch it, but they're afraid to allow the love because of what's happened in the group, what happened with the family, what happened historically when they were home. And guys go through it even worse because out on the street, they gotta be there, but nobody knows what's going on behind those doors. So root chakra is extremely important. That's what I really work on. Because once you start digging out the dirt, you realize that within this, I can't believe it. That's not who I am. That's not what I'm talking about. I know my life. This is my personal time with you right now. I want to do this. So let's do one more. Then we go kick it. Okay, I see the face. Oh.
Well, we can do two.
Oh, we can do two more. Okay.
Green and stomach. Green's my color and stomach.
Okay, so when you have a lot of heart action, because green represents the heart, represents the lung, the upper torso of the body, the ability to breathe. So sometimes when you're born with something, you can't breathe. Look, the doctor said you got acid or something, what you got is a whole massive type of sugar. So you talk about your solar plexus. What goes with here? Emotion. This is your emotion is off. So when you're going through that, you're going to feel, you're going to get that gap. But what's important, you're going to do exercises where you're really working the brakes. You're using your body, you're pushing it out. And so when we do chakra training, we exercise this what we use to using that part of life, pushing out what we carry. Generally, I carry weight here. This is you. And most of the time, it's because I always was the one of the families that carried the load. Something got to call, something don't have to go. You know, and I had to release that I'm not their God. That they, and I tell them, we have the same relationship with God. What do you want it to be? Because you will carry that, and then what happens? They say it puts pressure on your heart, which can inject those veins and your arteries and all that stuff together. You know, just heart failure, strokes, all of that stuff is all connected with what you're raising and what you believe about yourself. So today, when we talk about healing, we're not talking about this outside. We're talking about going deep within and pulling out all the guards and holding it back. And most of the time, we'll be loud. Because if I say it to loud, what you talk about, that's how you feel. I'm looking at you, not judging. That's not good. But understanding that everything can change. Martell looks on that leg and she's afraid to rise up. If she stands up, she's not going to be able to lean on nothing but herself. She's not going to have to worry about her kids, nothing. But she refuses to take on Martell because she don't know how she feels about being truly loved. She really needs to love, and not from a outside part of from herself, dig deep and learn how to love herself. I tell you, this stuff is deep. These bodies have so much to offer you. Jesus said, he said, these things I do, you can do too. Took him 30 years to come to that understanding. He taught for 3 years and people weren't really listening because when you hear this stuff, you gotta change. And most of us do not want to change. We're like, oh, I'm okay. But you're not. We die prematurely. My mother's 99 years old, but she said she's fast.
She didn't mean like, oh, you fast.
No, she didn't say fast. Because she still thinks that there's some man out there looking for her.
And there probably is, they just haven't moved fast enough.
Let me tell you, she done killed, buried 3 husbands. She believes in herself. And she will tell you, since she started studying metaphysics, by 20 years ago, she said, baby, it's all about me. So you ask her now, whether that she said it's all about me, it's all good. But you want to get that serious. So come on, baby.
Oh, Lorraine, one more.
Okay.
Big and big.
Pardon me? Big. Same thing. You two hands, think about too much time, think about you do what you own. And you got this heart thing, keep it your heart. You got a bunch of love, but you need to let them know. You gotta let them grow up, you gotta let them take care of their business, whatever's going on, so on their chosen. Because everything that happens in our life, we choose it. We choose every good and bad thing. You got to do it, trust very important, heaven us to do that.
This really do this.
I chose after. Okay, color after. And then eat. We have to, and after has to do with the third eye and the throat chakra. Okay,
It's the combination.
yeah, it's a combination. So you're right over here. Think about what you're saying, think about what you think about, what you think about, you're ready to talk, think about it. Don't always be so available. Be available for you. Because the positive, see, in all the chakras, there's the positive, and then there's the stuff you gotta work on. So when you come to the class and talk about that, we're gonna do one of those words. But understand, I'm not here to, this is not fortune telling, trust me, I had to study many years to understand how we operate in our bodies. You know, so it's important that we know that we have a choice. When you begin to go deep and clean it out, you accept and get expanding your platform over you are. When you know when to talk, when you know when to be quiet, when you know how to room. Because everything you're doing is building that platform of who you are, that strong power, loving spiritual being that you are. And what you will find is when you get clear, everything that you can do will change. If you heard that song, I changed, everything in you will change because you'll wake up in the morning, you'll hear God. You don't have to listen. You don't have to look for it. It just will be there. It's a whisper in your ear. Or you'll be somewhere and something is going on. And all of a sudden you get this whisper in your ear. And you don't have to say that. You sit there and the spirit start talking to you. This is the kind of connection you want to make. This is what healing is about. It's not about the shock. Because they told me I had cancer. But I connected with God and never knew it. In 43 days with leukemia, I went and died on my deathbed. 43 days later, I walked out. I never gave up my connection with God. I heard the doctor was saying, I don't care about the medicine. It's the same thing with breast cancer. Just because you see a little don't mean it's cancer, but they make you take it because you're program. Okay.
We're gonna move our bodies out of here. And another thing we share out here, because exercise doesn't always have to be. Okay? Exercise is just about moving, doing what you can. So we're going up. Normally I have music, all sorts of stuff, but we're not just get comfortable in a position where you can sit and feel supported where you're sitting. And then just raise up on your toe. Raise up halfway on your toe. The volume, and then put it down. Up, down, up, down. Oh, do, 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 do. Change 2, 3, 4, and da, 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 da.
Now back to the first leg, you're gonna kick. Out, out, switching. And if you need to slow that down a little bit, let it slow down. Kick, think about it. Kick the other way, think about it. Kick, and think about it. And kick, and think about it. Now as you're doing this, lean a little bit. Put your arms out there on the other side. Now raise them up just a little bit. Now hands back on the legs, on your back. Now shimmy. I'm cute. Back up. I'm cute. I'm cute. And down. I'm cute. I'm cute. And up. I'm cute. I'm cute. And lean side, put one leg out. 1, 2. That's enough. Bring it back in. Change it to the other side. Bring it back in. Now, did you get that? Was that okay? You got it out there? Is it okay? Bring it back. The other one out. Bring it back. Now, it was really good. Stick it out there. And bring your toe up. Just bring your toe up. And count it. Now, bring it back. Stick the other one out there. And count it. Yeah. Oh, now this is a good one. I'm sexy. I'm sexy. I'm sexy. I'm sexy. Now arm up. That's good.
Now, that's what I put in my body part, my arms.
Bring them down all the way up to your over your head if you can. And then just wave them right down in front of your body. See how sexy I am. That's what you're looking at yourself in the mirror. That's all you're doing. And back over. Now with your arms, now that you're down there, push your body up with your arms. Use your arms like a pusher. Now let it go back down. And push up. Can you feel that in your arms? You didn't get up, you didn't break a sweat, but you got a little exercise. And that's something that you can do at home. Anybody tell you, and as you do more, as you feel more strong, you'll start to feel the difference. And then you want to do more. So, and that we took what, 5 minutes? And so you're going to add to it another minute every week. There's no rush. I used to have a trainer who was always trying to get me to do this, I'm like, so, you want to be able to move your body. You want to be able to keep moving your body. So even if you're at the store, you can just, first off, let's just say, when you walk into a room, let your confidence show. Let it show up before you get there. So maybe you just stand in the line at the supermarket. Be cool. Dance some music in your own head. Or actually, my husband works in Whole Foods, so I shop at Whole Foods. And the one in El Segundo really plays good music. So I'm constantly dancing down the aisle. He's doing the shopping. I'm partying. So let yourself have fun. Now, do you feel a little bit lighter than you first came in today? And that is just from you're letting yourself acknowledge who you are in your body and to getting your body moving. Okay? So the other thing the next thing I wanted to talk about was the power of words and the energy of words. And we already know. It's talking about something happens when I pray. And all prayer is a vibration
for me, the way I look at prayer, it's a vibrational connection to the divine. We use words, and sometimes we use our feelings, but they are tied in together. So one of the things that you want to think about is the word that you use, or the word that someone else is using, or the word that you're thinking about, how you're using it. You want to be aware of it. So just the idea of one of the things that Rev Ruth was talking about when she heard what the doctor said, she didn't accept what they were saying. She wasn't giving any attention to their words. Wasn't giving any attention to their words. And it's not just doctors, it's everybody. It's ourselves, and what do we say to ourselves? So one thing that I very rarely, I put it down or I say that this is what others call breast cancer awareness. I don't call it breast cancer awareness. I call it breast awareness. If I'm going to call it anything, I'm going to call it breast health. Because where our focus is where our thoughts are. Where our thoughts and our words are on. That's where our focus is. So if we're talking about, I'm sorry, I just don't want to be aware of breast cancer. I know it exists. I already know that. I don't have to give it our attention. So close your eyes for a second. And often we hear things like, I'm going to fight this. Hear that with regard to, say, a condition that you might have, or a condition that someone has told you about, or even if it's just an ache in your elbow. I'm going to fight the pain in my elbow. Or just, I'm going to fight the pain in my elbow. Say that to yourself. And just note how it feels. Now, the difference is going to be very subtle. Take a deep breath in, let it out, and say to yourself, I'm going to allow my healing. Now, open your eyes. Tell the difference between the two. If you ever feel anything in your bodies, and you may not have. It's a very subtle difference. Let's take another turn out. Close your eyes for a second. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. I'm going to fight this condition. Deep breath in. Let it out. I'm going to allow my healing. Okay, open your eyes. So did anybody feel the difference between the two the second time?
The first time I noticed the vibration difference.
Did you feel any?
Yeah. Yeah. It felt like calm.
The second one felt calm, but we're going to allow it to feel calm.
But the first time, because I'm aware not to say to myself, so I didn't say it. But the second time you said, say to yourself that I'm going to hurt myself, and then I felt accomplished.
There is nothing more important than that you feel. There is nothing more important than that you feel. Because when you feel good, energy of the things that you would like to allow into your life are available to you. It is my belief, because I believe in a divine, benevolent God, energy source that is all good. It is our choice. That's how we use that. It does not beat us up. And it does not want us to beat us up. The divine within us is that same benevolent divine spirit. So if that's the case, then we don't have to fight for anything. Our divine spirit within already knows the healing. Ask, and it is given. Ask, and it is given. That means it's done. When it's given, what we have to get into alignment with is what that is. How to align ourselves with that. Align ourselves with that that's been given, because our higher self within us already knows it's been given. It already is that. It's already ready for it. And the way I look at it is Christmas. We ask, okay. I got married for the first time when I was 63. And I decided I wasn't going to waste any time with getting presents anymore. So my husband and I, what do you want for Christmas? We played it and laid it out right up front. So think of it like Christmas. So you ask for something, you ask God for something, and God's given it to you. Now, when you know that there's that Christmas present under the tree, you don't worry. You already know it's there. It's like, you know, Christmas Day, we're waiting for Christmas Day just because it's protocol. But we know what it is. We're excited about it. We can't wait to use it. We can't wait. It's the new bicycle that we wanted when we got the kids. We knew it was wrapped up, but it was shaped like a bicycle. Or it was shaped like a guitar. Or it was shaped like something. So we knew what it was. So we were happy and excited about it because we knew it was there. We have to get in alignment with the same thing. And it's the same thing about this apparatus. So allowing whatever it is that you talked about, I'm going to allow my hand. That's Christmas. That's just like, oh, it's already done. I'm just walking through time and space, letting it take effect. It's perfect. It's perfect. Oh, twinge. That's okay. It's a smaller twinge than it was last time. Walking through time and space. It's all good. Ah, it's not a twinge anymore. It's just a little bit of, I'm not even thinking about it. Oh, what happened? Oh, it's gone. It was when I walked through time and space in anticipation of the Christmas present. Okay? So, did everyone write affirmation? Put your card over and write affirmation about what you want to say about yourself or what you're accepting for Christmas. And if you need more paper or bigger paper, yeah. Mm-hmm. Anybody need anything else to go out? And if you're looking for a way of starting it, maybe it's I'm allowing. And then I'm accepting. Everybody ready? Everybody ready? Do a record call back. Let's see what you're at. Oh, Myers.
Stand up and say the power.
Mine is just my good. Church. Reproduction.
Little body man said what?
Oh, my good. Earlier was church. Yeah, real queen.
That's okay.
I love myself just the way I am.
And for you.
What day is that, Marie?
And they accept and give me my
Okay, before we move on, I'm gonna give you, he says, no, nothing better except how to do it. The way of getting that, little, like the other way, and it hides all sorts of. So, if you, we were not, our bodies were not meant to sit in chairs. You notice when you're sitting in a chair, your hips really want to tilt back here. That's because we were built to sit like this. We're built to sit with our knees at an angle. That's why when you see those kneeling chairs, that's why it feels better. So if you put one foot down in front of you and you put one foot behind you on your toe, and you push off and lean off your hands, you get a little bit more easy. You just have to find yours.
Yeah.
And it can be one, there you go. And it may be that yours might be the other switch. Okay, so.
It did move pretty fast.
Okay. What's your affirmation? I said, I accept myself as a child of God, no longer waiting to exhale, I accept me. So, would you like to read your affirmation?
I just said, I release one foot back.
And then go ahead and rock, it helps.
And come a little closer to the edge of your chair, lady.
Yeah, that'll help. And you don't have to stand up if you don't want to.
She wants it.
Okay, take your time. No, you just didn't give yourself enough momentum. You know, momentum is what's going to get, is what helps everything move forward, right? So if you are on the edge of your chair, you got one foot back, one foot forward. It doesn't have to be fast, it can be slow. So it's a matter of just go ahead and lean back. Push yourself forward, push off with the arms, push yourself. Lean forward, you just lean forward a little foot. From back here. Lean forward to your arm over your knees. And then push it back. You're gonna push onto this foot. Yeah, there you go. Keep going, just push. You did the big hitch. Got it.
Yeah,
It's a big hitch. And you did it in one, because I was watching you before, because you did three. You would do rock. But you did it in one. So, and as you strengthen your body, it'll be easier.
I think we must just do an exercise before. You strengthen my legs or something.
Yeah, there's all sorts of, I'll tell you later. But what's your back number?
Oh, my affirmation was I release my apprehension.
That's awesome.
Now, Helen, you gotta go?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna have a question and answer, but my question to you.
Oh,
You want to know?
yeah, I can do that. Oh, yeah, you did that. Okay. We made a list, but we went with the flow. All right, so if you have to go, this is gonna take about 5 or 6 minutes, so if you need to go, go right ahead.
Okay, thank you, then, let her know.
All right. So, this is gonna be a short meditation. So just get yourself comfortable. And close your eyes. It's not gonna be a long. It's a short meditation. While you're sitting there, letting your eyes rest in a closed position. Feel yourself in comfort. Feel yourself in total satisfaction right where you are right now. In that affirmation of love, peace, acknowledgement of who you are. Take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Take a deep breath in and hold it. Feel everything wash down, head, down your shoulders. There is that within you. That is the peace and love of the divine. It is your higher self. He is right there, your core, who and what you are. It is that which knows you, knows the perfection of you, knows you as strong, resilient, powerful, knows your heart's desire, knows right where you are, is everything that you want. He knows this for you right now. He knows this for you right where you are. He knows this for you tomorrow. He knows where you will be in 1 year, in 3 years, with your hopes, your desires. She knows all of these things. And in your mind's eye, see her sitting before you, facing you. She's smiling. She's beautiful. And she is the essence of who and what you are. That divine energy that has never been hurt, harmed, or injured. That divine energy that is love, serenity, peace, harmony, creativity, joy. All this in life. She has something she wants to tell you. And as she stands up, walking around you, just singing song, it just sounds like and feels like love. Feels like love. You feel yourself bathed in the song, in the words. And she stops behind you, bends down to your ear, and whispers something. She wants you to know, and she wants you to be aware of. She walks in front of you, sits down into you, puts your arms and wraps you in her arms. Give yourself a feel. messages? We don't have to share them, we don't messages. Have you get any messages? Well, if that message hits you, and if you didn't get a message today, you may get it while you're washing dishes at home. You know?
Okay, it's one thing I want to say, she said you're gonna get your question, so you really, it's got to be a problem with washing dishes. Okay, it's fine. No. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this workshop. I want to ask you, have any questions that you want to ask us about what you said today?
Yeah.
I was gonna say that, I was there when you, we kind of came together in the office there. And I think that is something that, we should do once a month. But at least, you know, it's like some of the things that you all talked about, was like everybody. And even, I don't know, I was planning, but
So I was gonna say exactly the same thing, that, the people that are here are supposed to be here, but a lot of people need to hear that. So I was gonna say, is that we should, yeah, and have it just immediately, after service.
Oh, dear. I know for some, she initially got back, I'm from Trail. But for me, the goal is for us to grow, become more and what we already are, coming to realization of it. And so you need the body movement, you need to know how to go in and get your body because you can teach it from a book, but the activity that goes with the book, you ever notice when we were in class in high school, the teacher had, he would look at it and they said, we were gonna do this. There has to be an action. So what she did today by people showing how to do about it, you know, who knew. And it's, so those things are important. And because of some of the agents that we have in our church, it's really good. And of course, I think for this because we need young people to understand the practice change. We don't always teach like this. We do whatever God gives us. The turning and all this stuff today with God, and I continue everything. So the deal is, we hope that you'll do it again. We'll talk about it. And be sure if you have any questions also, the affirmation that you go, put it up on the wall and there somewhere. So you're reading the affirmation that you go for yourself. And begin to go home and everything that she taught you, if you have a mirror, get in front of your mirror and practice getting up in your chair so that you can see what you're doing. Or if you're moving your legs and straight back, that's not comfortable. Get in front of the mirror and exercise with that. Or if you do something reference to the Martell, do it with Martell. Get a mirror, because mirror work tells you where you are. You can't look at yourself in the mirror, that means you should do it work. Because you're the first person that you deal with. So you guys should know what.
We have a course, a little short course in the chakras.
We have a short course. I do one day. I can do where we talk about it, the Bible stuff, and then later on we can do some of the Bible stuff. There's Bible.
Would you like to do the chakra on a Wednesday?
We do it on Wednesday after meditation. Wherever we work out. I'm sure.
Or we can do it in place of, I mean, you know, a short breath, prayer, meditation, a short meditation, and then go right into it.
Okay, so listen, we got people back there, everybody who wants to take a quick, please grab it up and take it, because we're not going it away, and we can't fit it out of the
there's a donation can on the table.
donation can is there, and that helps us to provide the food and to the
And don't forget to give away the aspects.
And everybody, the bag that really has the breast cancer month. You gonna get one?
Yes, you can. I did that.